welcome to HistoricHole. My name is David, and this week I'm joined by Baki.
Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's the 100th episode, so this is pretty nice. Feels special right now.
Yeah, it is. And obviously I haven't done an episode in a while, and it's because this is a whole new space, a whole new area. It's a whole new studio, I guess is what you would call it. But yeah, and I guess with that, we're going to just do some new shit with the fucking show. Why not, you know?
Fuck it.
Exactly. That's what it is. Fuck it. Fuck it, we ball. It's the mentality we cultivate here. Anyway, this week, I think we're going to just talk. We're going to shoot the shit about movies. If you notice the background, we got plenty of posters.
Yeah, we've got some bangers. Tropic Thunder, Robert Downey, pulling off blackface.
Yep.
Fight Club.
Like the one example where it works.
Exactly.
The one time it's okay.
A movie within a movie. Goodfellas, a fucking classic.
Of course. Got to have Scorsese represented on the wall of greatness. We got Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, got Blade Runner, got The Thing. I don't know if they can see that.
Never seen The Thing.
Never seen The Thing. Well, I'm going to have to show you The Thing sometime. Oh, hell yeah. The Thing, it's hailed as one of the practical effects phenomenons of the 80s. You know, it's one of those movies where it's all done basically like claymation and practical. So it looks fucked up.
Damn.
Like a lot of body horror, a lot of shit like that, you know.
These are like actual aliens?
Yeah, it's an alien.
Facts. Okay, word.
Yeah. And so
Alien terror. Yeah.
Yeah.
Slow.
Don't worry. It's a good flick though, for sure. Although, you know, it's one of those things where it's, you know, I think for people who appreciate movies, appreciate it. But I do think, you know, I've shown it to some people that, you know, it's a casual moviegoers. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's people have told me they're like that movie made an impression on me. Like they're like, I remember that movie.
Damn.
You know, years after watching it because of just how fucked up it is. So yeah. What have you seen recently?
I've got to say the movie Nope was pretty good.
What is it? Nope.
Yeah.
Got you.
Not gonna lie to you, it's
Jordan Peele.
Yeah. It was nice. It was it was weird, but like it was weird to where it was just all like, oh, like this is like giving me like chills. Cause like just the way everything was just like moving, it's just like the camera work was like a major part of it. Like it was amazing.
Yeah, he's got a real good feel for atmosphere.
He's on his thing right now. Another thing on top of that, Twilight Zone, which is not like the original, even though like props to the original, but Jordan Peterson. Oh, not Jordan Peterson.
The Jordan Peterson.
What was his name?
Twilight Zone.
What's his name?
Imagine a world.
That would be insane. Nah, that would suck.
Imagine
It'd be
a world.
comical. Be like a sitcom.
Where the woke moralists have taken over.
You just see him like just floating around as like the intros go. Shitty green screen.
He's the guy on the plane with the things on the wing. Nobody believes him.
Nah, but the new Twilight Zone that just came out. There's this one episode, and it's got that Negan guy in it, and he plays like an alien, and it's like based in Alaska, I think. And like, just the whole episode is just chills.
It's a show, Twilight Zone show. Yeah. Okay, are you talking about Jordan Peele's?
Yes.
Twilight Zone. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. All right, there it is.
And like he's like the main guy, like he's telling the story and everything.
Yeah. No, I remember.
Really good.
That came out. I think it was a while ago, right? Like it was maybe a year or two ago.
Yeah, probably like 2020.
Yeah, I want to say that I caught a few episodes of that.
Apple TV.
Yeah, Apple TV, like random that they got into the TV.
No.
Like everybody got into the streaming game. I don't know what the fuck happened. Like they all saw
certain TV shows that you want to watch, but you have to go through certain subscriptions. That's just like, whoa, what?
Yeah.
Who knew Apple TV?
They just bought up the rights to a bunch of shit that people like.
Who do you think they are? Disney?
Yeah, they're trying to be. It's exactly who they're trying to be. It's interesting though with Marvel, like what you heard about Jonathan Majors.
The name sounds familiar.
So he's the guy that he's Kang in the new Marvel, cinematic universe.
Okay, yeah,
He's the
him.
big bad for the new Phase 4.
Dude, he's
villain.
actually really good.
Well, you heard about he got in trouble. He's like got charged or accused of like beating his girlfriend up or something.
Stop playing, bro. That's crazy.
It is crazy because
no way.
like he's in so many things.
Yeah, man.
And like he's gonna be like the big villain for the MCU. And
damn.
And who knows what's happening? Apparently, a bunch of people are dropping him from stuff. I'm not saying I'm like who knows what happened, but like that shit, man. Like they'll get you.
Dude, you gotta be careful.
If you're super famous, one thing that just don't make sense to me is like if you are super famous, it's like why would you do something like that? You know what I mean? You have so much.
Get yourself caught up to something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you just don't know what kind of situation it was. But still, you know what I'm saying?
You
like,
get to that level, you've climbed that high.
Man.
You know what I mean? You're on top of the fucking world.
I'd be just
You do not need to react that way. You know what I mean? No, I feel like there's just I don't know. You just think about where you're at and you'd be like, nah, I can't. But, maybe that's the power of emotions, man. Like, you can't control them.
Also
I don't
Hollywood,
know.
But,
I would hope, if I had everything riding on it, I wouldn't fucking do that shit. But, man, like, that's crazy to me. It's just like to throw it all away.
There's been plenty of people.
There's,
Steven Seagal. That guy sucks.
Oh, Steven Seagal. I mean, that's a whole. He's just insane, dude.
Dude, there's this one movie where he's. It's like nighttime and he plays like a soldier in the trenches, right? Like he's in like Afghanistan or whatever, and he's got on his shades, and he's going through like the no scope, and it's just like. It's nighttime. You have your shades on. How the fuck can you see that shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? It's just like there's just so many like little like, just details that are just fucked. It's just like it's just a shitty movie. It's just like that's what he's averaged to. I would hate to be that still in the game, but like making shitty movies.
Yeah,
that's just embarrassing.
Yeah, and
because I remember watching him as a little kid.
Well, and two, it's like it's crazy to watch somebody that had like that level of success to like go down, and then they're making like B movie shit. Like Bruce Willis kind of same thing sort of happened to him. Like he just started doing like whatever the fuck.
Yeah, no.
There's even like a movie where they just like deep faked his face, like basically. I'm pretty sure like it's not even him. Like they just got like a body double and just like deep faked it.
Doesn't he have like a
He's got dementia or something now.
Dang, man, that's crazy. I would not do that anymore. You've got to have like retirement money to just be sitting on.
I think he's yeah, exactly. Hopefully. And that maybe that's why he did all those movies maybe before he retired was because he had like early signs or warning signs that like he had something. So he's like trying to make as much money for his family and stuff before he, can't anymore basically. It's kind of what it seems like maybe in retrospect.
He's just picking up bones. Who knows? I don't know.
That's tough. Honestly.
Speaking of movies, did you see the John Wick 4 movie?
I did, yeah.
Was it good?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I heard mixed reviews on it. My boy Will, and he's like a huge Keanu Reeves fan. He was just like, bad storyline.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but...
here's the way I kind of feel about the series is like the first two are pretty, like the first one's great. The second one is also great, builds upon it. The third one is where it kind of shifts from like a story focus more to like a set piece focus. Like it's all about like the action and the crazy shit happening.
I noticed that.
So I think that's kind of a drawback of the third and fourth entries is, it really is just about getting to the next big set piece. There is not, it's pretty loose on or thin on story. But that being said, like, the action is, like bar none. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like they don't. There's nothing else that compares to it. Like
No,
the
not to mention,
sequences, the level, like
Yeah.
the choreography involved, like the amount of time it probably takes to shoot this shit is incredible. And so like, and to make it look so good. So, like it's kind of what it turns into, is more of a spectacle, more of an exhibition, versus the first two. I do think are pretty solid in terms of storytelling. Like it does illuminate the world more, and it's an very interesting universe that they're kind of building up there. But once you get to 3, yeah, it's kind of like they're not really exploring that too much anymore. It's just John Wick beating everyone's ass.
Wasn't like Halle Berry in it?
Yeah.
Yeah. She had like 2 dogs.
Yeah, she got the dogs. Yeah, and don't get me wrong, like I love all of it. It's all great to me, but yeah, I do think the first 2 are pretty. The story is actually like
Yeah, I like
good
the first
in
2
those,
ones.
so yeah. But yeah, I mean, definitely willing to concede that, like, the third and fourth ones are just about the spectacle. But you gotta. Honestly, I thought they were just gonna keep making them, like just keep going forever. So
Yeah, I think once you reach like your 4th movie, you should chill. Fast and Furious fucked up with that. They just keep going, man.
they
It's just, like, you got John Cena in it now.
they got Jason Momoa in it.
Yeah, bro, you got Aquaman in there.
They what was interesting was back in the day when Tokyo Drift came out.
Yeah.
I like Tokyo Drift, and I was
Yeah.
a few defenders of Tokyo because everyone hated it because
No,
it wasn't
dude,
about
yeah.
the first 2 was like Paul Walker, Vin Diesel, and like Tyrese and all that.
Yeah.
But then it goes to like this Tokyo Drift. It's like a whole different story. Everyone's like, "What the fuck, man? Like this is lame." I'm like, "No, it's not. It's fucking badass."
Yeah, no, dude, I followed the timeline like in order, bro. Like the way they have everything set is pretty nice. How they bring like Hanzo back, or whatever.
Yeah,
Hans. I
like
forgot
like he
his
dies, in Tokyo Drift, but then he like comes back, and then apparently he just didn't die in the movie or something. Like, yeah, they like
It's weird,
reworked it.
but it was nice to see him back.
But no, I think the movie on its own is like a solid standalone flick. You know what I mean? Like a racing movie.
Yeah,
It does what it sets out to do.
yeah.
And honestly,
Just with the Mustang, that's fire.
and like what I thought was the first 2. Don't get me wrong. It was schlocky fun. Like it was like, okay, here's some here's some cops and robbers with some car chase. With some souped up cars in it. The Tokyo Drift, I thought that was just like almost like that was actually just a legit story.
Yeah, bro. You have Bow Wow in it. It was
Yeah,
pretty
like
insane.
Bow Wow. And like the kid goes to Japan. He goes like he's a new culture. He's like thrown into it. You as a viewer are almost like looking at it through his eyes. Like
Yeah.
And then he's introduced to this whole new racing culture. But he's competitive. He wants to get into it. And crosses paths with like the wrong dude and all that shit. So it's like to me it's like a very much classic standalone flick. Sort of
Yeah.
of the hero. His journey of overcoming the obstacles.
Not to mention like perfect level of cheese, like cheesiness.
It's fun.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice.
Fucking fun, dude. And with enough just substance in there of like, learning about like, you like all that bullshit, like learn about yourself and, what you're capable of, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So like, I felt like that, maybe like I get what people like don't like that the franchise took this sort of left turn. It wasn't about Paul Walker and them anymore, but I still thought it was like this is a solid flick. You can't deny it. That and the car chases were cool. Like I thought the fucking
No,
drifting is.
I think they
is
fucked
sweet.
up with Paul Walker. I think didn't they bring him back?
I don't know what they did. Honestly, they maybe
Bro, that's fucked up. I'm sorry.
they like deep faked him or something.
Yeah.
I think they did for the ending, like an ending or something where they like he drives off or something.
No. Like,
But they brought him
I
back
think-
after that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think so. For like one more movie. I don't know. I saw like a clip. And I was just like, this is most definitely like a recent movie that came out.
Yeah, that's weird. Like, yeah. Don't do that. That's the whole thing with like the Tupac hologram. You remember that shit? Like,
Yeah,
I
no,
was
dude,
just
that
like-
was scary, bro.
I was like, dude, what's going on? Like, we can't be bringing back like we got to be able to let go. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
man.
Like people
Dude,
go,
Snoop-
like people die. We got to be able to let them go and not
Yeah.
like hold on to this shit. Like, like that's why like the whole people like I don't know if yours Snoop Dogg was asked like, what would you think about like an AI generated song like using like Tupac's voice and like all this stuff, and he was just like, he was like, if you could find like old recordings, like that's one thing, but like I would like that. I don't like that. Or
It's
something. He
weird.
was just kind of like, yeah, exactly. It is weird, you know, because it's not them. You know, it's just, even if it sounds like them, it's not going to be them. And you get into a whole weird sort of, I think, ethical area about like, you know, yeah, like somebody's dead and you're using their likeness for things like that becomes. That's why the whole Bob Ross Mountain Dew commercial, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, this is like, don't bring him back to life to shill sugar water. Like,
He's dead?
Bob Ross?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When?
Bob Ross? Oh, hold on.
Dude, that sucks.
He's been gone.
Oh, fudge. They brought him back in a Sprite commercial? I don't have commercials.
He died in 1995.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's been a minute.
Shit.
And but still, be that as I mean, Tupac died what,
old.
like 96? Like
Yeah.
So right, maybe I can't remember. Maybe I have the wrong. But still, same fucking thing. Like, don't bring people back to life. That's just nostalgia. People holding on to it. You know what I mean? It's like that's weird. Like,
Yeah.
you got to be able to appreciate what they gave us while they were here.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't understand why they're still bringing back, like, God bless you. Those Motley Crue. Have you seen them?
Have I seen them?
Yeah, dude. Like
live?
Well, I mean, like, just look at them now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Dude,
They're in bad shape. Yeah.
dude, they're still going at it too.
Well, yeah. Mick Mars there's a whole legal dispute going on with him right now because
I'm not surprised, bro.
he's
Dude,
not on the tour because they said he's too old to play. I think now his like management's claiming that he's okay to play. They like basically didn't want him on the tour, so like they're giving him less of a cut. So because they all have 24-piece band, so 25% each. But now they got John 5 touring with them on guitar, so he's got to get a cut, I guess. And so they were only giving him like 10. They're only giving Mars 10% or something like that. And so there's this whole dispute going on right now with Motley Crue.
Dude, that's fucked up. At least give the man 15, 20.
I mean, yeah. I don't even know what's
He's like
going
one
on.
of the originators, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fucked.
Yeah, and like so Tommy Lee, you know, Vince Neil and Nikki Sixx are all you know, still playing. Apparently, according to Mick Mars people, like Nikki Sixx isn't even actually playing his own shit. He's like playing, it's a pre-recorded track. But here's the thing, is what about that? It's like, you know, that might be true, but there's a lot of bands, what they do, especially pro acts, what they have is called like a noise gate. And if they stop playing their instrument during a song, a backing track comes in that's pre-recorded and fills in the gaps. So like say your guitar amp stops working mid-song. It's a technical issue. It's not your fucking fault, you know, as the guitarist in the band, but the show's got to keep going. So they have a fucking noise gate that, you know, or I think maybe not a noise gate, but maybe it's called a gate. And so once you stop producing the sound, it starts pushing through the sound to make sure that there's a track there. And so these pro shows are so well coordinated and choreographed that like they have these backing tracks that play just in case, you know, something goes wrong, a mic goes out,
Damn,
you know, something
that's not
goes
authentic.
down. No, it's not, but it's a way to keep this, you know, it's usually shows there's a lot of, you know, they got the screens, they got maybe sometimes dancers and fire pyrotechnics. All of this stuff needs to be coordinated. So it's like if something goes wrong somewhere with the sound, they have these things in place. I get what you're saying. Like there's something, you know, there's like training wheels, you know, basically it's like a safety net, you know, but I do think, you know, when it comes to that stuff, like, yeah, there's so much riding on it. Like some fucking cable goes bad somewhere. Like you can't let that ruin the whole show, you know?
It's just like their age is going to show at some point.
But no, what you're saying, yeah, with like Motley Crue, yeah, they need to stop fucking playing. Probably need to stop touring. Tommy Lee, I always enjoyed Tommy Lee's solo stuff. He probably could do well just going solo by himself. It's probably the rest of the band that needs the money.
Yeah.
Because he's talented enough on his own to go out and do his own shit and do his own solo stuff. That's kind of what's funny about Metallica. And I saw somebody compare Lars Ulrich and Tommy Lee as drummers, and I was like, dude, Tommy Lee all day. Like, honestly, like fucking way better drummer than Lars, number one. And people like always point to Lars thrash stuff. It's like, dude, Lars can't even like barely play anymore. I mean, maybe Tommy Lee is having trouble now, but like last I saw, I mean, he fucking kicked ass. So like, he has like a drum roller coaster, like on their like final tour. Like literally, his drum set would just like ride up like above the crowd, like and shit. Like he's like playing. This
What do you think about Foo Fighters?
Foo Fighters. I mean, they're probably the biggest alt rock band ever. Dave Grohl, super popular band. I mean, I appreciate them for what they are, but they're very, very mainstream,
Yeah.
Very mainstream
they're
appeal.
Nice, man.
What's that?
Foo Fighters. Like I've just had a few moments when I've listened to Foo Fighters. It just gets me.
Yeah, they got some. For me, like, there's a few songs that I really do enjoy. But like, I wouldn't say that I've listened to I would listen to them like regularly. A few songs that I enjoy playing along with on drums. They got some good energy to them. Like again, they're good. They're straight up kind of like alt rock band, unpretentious in that way. But they get a lot of hate. A lot of people love to shit on the Foo Fighters because they're popular. It's one of those things. Kind of the same thing with like Five Finger Death Punch. Popular, get tons of hate because they're popular and accessible, and a lot of people like them. So for the purists and like the elitists, it's easy to turn your nose up at it and be like, oh well, yeah, it's commercial bullshit. Like you're saying, like inauthentic, right? But I don't necessarily think that about some of those guys. Like I do think that they are making stuff. It's coming from a genuine place, but like, yeah, there's just is a mass appeal for what they want. Like, it's hard to balance all that. There are people definitely that just cashing in a check, paycheck, cashing in on a popular sound for sure. Don't get me wrong. Like that it does happen, but I think sometimes people aim that criticism at maybe the wrong targets,
Yeah, damn. Yo, what'd you think about the Super Mario Bros. Movie? Have you seen that?
I haven't seen it.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. The Easter eggs in it, it's really nice. They have like the dude who did like the voice for Mario in all the video games.
Yeah.
So that was pretty nice. Like his actual character, and he was playing jump rows on it. On the arcade machine.
Okay.
Where you go up against like Donkey, and he's got Peach. You have to like jump the barrels.
Gotcha.
Peach. He was playing that, and then like there's like a GameCube ringtone that Luigi had. It's really nice. Like the movie all itself, like Jack Black playing Bowser was pretty nice. The fact that he's got a whole music video now is insane.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you hire Jack Black, he's got to sing a song, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, man.
Come on. What are you doing?
He's a legend.
Yeah, no, I heard it was good. I haven't gone to see it yet because, to me it looked based on what I heard about it, like I'll just wait for the, streaming release.
I hear that.
Not like anything against the movie or anything. Like it just seemed like it was simple enough, and it seems like everybody really enjoys it for most part. Like it seems like the critics really like to shit on it because of the simplicity. It's not as complex as, it's not an art house film, but
yeah, no, I feel like everybody tries to find like a movie where you can just watch like a bunch of times because it's got like it's based on top of a video game. You know what I'm saying? Like they did that with Sonic. You saw how that went. It's still cool, but I mean like you got Jim Carrey in it. It was nice, but I mean like I could see like a second one popping. I wouldn't watch it again. I'd probably wait until like it would pop on streaming services.
Okay. Yeah.
Like it was funny. It was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's what I heard. It was like it was light. It wasn't anything. It wasn't too serious. It was just like, hey, it's like 90-minute fun. And I'm like, yeah, like what's the matter with that? I think the critics like to. And what's dumb about that to me though is like they give a pass to so much Marvel bullshit that like is like totally weak in so many ways. You know what I mean? Yeah. But they'll give that shit like a charitable scores and stuff like that.
For Mario?
No, for like Marvel shit.
Okay,
they'll give that like way more charitable scores in like reviews versus Mario. They're like all shitting on it like hardcore But it's just like the hypocrisy here is like unbelievable. It's like you give Marvel a pass for the same things that you're shitting on Mario for.
Well, it's probably because you have like Chris Pratt. I mean, like, not to mention, like, there was an original like Mario movie that had the mechanic for John Wick in the first movie, the Hispanic dude.
Yeah, John Leguizamo.
Yeah. He played Luigi. It was just a shit movie, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And like, not to mention, dude, they were like drunk on set throughout like some of it.
Yeah. No, the Super Mario Brothers movie, or what is it?
It just sucked.
Because the new one's called
Super Mario Bros. But
Super Mario Brothers the movie, and then there's the Super Mario Brothers movie.
yeah,
So the Super
That's the
Mario
anime.
Brothers movie is the first one, I think. This one is called Super Mario Brothers the movie.
the movie.
I think this is the new one.
Okay.
I think that's the new one. And then the Super Mario Brothers movie is the one you're talking about, the 90s one.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that one, again, like, yeah, it was like,
Horrible.
yeah, exactly. And they just totally, it's the exercise in like, you depart way too much from this original source that
Yeah.
it becomes like, but they did that with a bunch of random stuff in like the 80s and 90s that did work. So it's like one of those things where it's like, almost like it's a gamble. Like, this might work. Like the wider audience might have been receptive to it. And don't get me wrong, I'll go back and watch that shit, and like it's a guilty pleasure for me because I grew up watching it as a kid.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I had no taste in movies, no sense in movies. So it's like I'll go back and watch it and be like, I can enjoy it on that nostalgic level. But no, it's a garbage movie for sure. Like, would never have any illusions about it being good. But yeah, no, it's fun to me. But yeah, exactly. It's garbage. When it comes to the concept, like of like adapting Mario, this new one, yeah, like they're like, you want to talk about ends of the spectrum, right? Taking gambles, like the old one, like the original one, that's a fucking gamble, right?
Yeah,
They're gambling
yeah.
so hard with like the
Yeah,
property.
nah.
This new one is like almost like they're playing it too safe, if anything, right?
Yeah,
they
bro.
made it way too close, and everything is
It's
like
just animated. That's just what makes it like,
it's a shortcut, right?
Yeah.
Just make it look exactly like the game, and then on top of that, the story is just simple, straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
Get it done. Knock it out of the park. We go home. And so, yeah, like to me, that's the difference. That's the spectrum there. Is like you're of movies, right? How you can adapt something, right? Mario is on fucking both of the extremes.
Yeah.
They're on the like extreme gambling with the vision, and then the play it entirely safe.
Yeah.
And to me, I think the best movies on best adaptations come somewhere in the middle, probably a little closer to the sticking to the original vision
Yeah,
visually.
man. Like,
but
I mean, I don't know. Like, you can't really just make a real life Mario happen. You find a good actor that's like 5'3".
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, you find
Yeah.
another actor that's like 5'6" and has like a, can pull off a mustache. Have them both pull off that.
Yeah,
You
no,
know.
you're right. It's tough. It's tough to do a live action. Like,
So,
it's
like, you
just,
might as
there's
well,
too
like, it
much
was-
associated
Yeah, it was
imagery
a
wise with the
shitty-
original.
Shitty option to begin with to pull off.
Yeah.
You can't make something like that like worth watching like multiple times. You know what I'm saying? Like, you hear about it, you see the trailer, like, watch it on like a rainy day. You watch, you're just like, oh my god, dude, like, this is shit, bro. Like, if you're an actual like Mario kind of person, like you love Nintendo,
Yeah.
like Mario Kart,
Yep.
Galaxy, fucking Super Mario Bros. I mean, just in general, especially with like Nintendo Switch, like you want to see like Mario from like what you've been playing. I mean, like it's like it's easy to deal with, especially with like technology nowadays. I mean, like,
No, yeah. I mean, I think you're right. Like,
you can't fuck up with like real life shit. They tried doing that with Marvel with the Mutants movie. It was
Oh,
just
the New
kinda
Mutants?
yeah, it was just ass.
Yeah. Yeah, like there's some movies that are just like, the execution, like some of it, oftentimes, this is a case for me, oftentimes with those movies, is like, there's a lot of cool ideas in there, but the execution is just like they did not stick the landing at all.
Yeah,
it's
no,
just
man. Like, what was a movie that did that for Marvel? Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh,
Dude, that shit fucked me up. I watched it
rough.
on my birthday. We had like I still to this day have the special edition like popcorn bucket and the cup that you drink out of. And like, prepped myself up for this movie. I was completely like just disappointed, man. Like it just sucked for me.
I agree. The movie was ass. You're right. Yeah, and I don't know. It seemed like with that, it was almost like they were trying to almost recreate Ragnarok, kind of, sort of go
Dude, they
with
fucked that up.
go with the same sort of tone. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
Honestly, it's like I think the originals were, and people like. I think I like the original Thor. I'm like probably alone in that, but I think the tone and everything kind of works in that for his character. You know. They're not great, but like, I think it works better than just like the quips and like just jokes all the fucking time, like the original one, the first one.
I mean, like, dude, like this, like whatever season that was in, like along with the TV shows like She-Hulk and like Miss Marvel, like, I mean, the only TV show that was good was like Moon Knight.
Loki wasn't bad.
Loki was fire.
Yeah.
I like that. How they pieced that together with like Ant-Man too. That was nice when I fully understood everything. Well, who was it? Vision and what?
WandaVision?
Yeah, WandaVision. That was amazing.
That was interesting. Yeah, it was like really cool how like they're doing the takes on the different
Winter
sitcom
Soldier
eras.
Yeah,
Falcon, Winter Soldier.
Yeah, Falcon. It was okay. I liked it.
Yeah.
Like I see what they're gonna do with it later on. I'm kind of excited because like now you have like all these like new characters who are becoming like the Dark Avengers or whatever. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like there's so many there's like so many threads that going on, like I just don't even know it. Like there's a few I haven't watched a few of the shows, like the Miss Marvel show, just didn't watch that. The She-Hulk show, didn't watch that. I gave She-Hulk a chance, but like I didn't land. You know what I mean? Like just didn't hit me. It seemed like people did enjoy it, so like I mean, maybe there's something to it.
DC's not doing too bad right now.
They like fire everybody.
Oh shit, for real?
Yeah, it's like James Gunn's taking over or something. He's gonna like do all the movies now or something.
Wow.
Like the Henry Cavill, I don't think is coming back.
So he's going to Marvel, I'm guessing.
Well, I don't know where he's going. Maybe I heard something about him doing like a Warhammer
Wait, I think
40K.
I saw something about that, but like him, like it was like a meme on him, like not doing Superman anymore, and now he's gonna be doing a Marvel character, so they might bring him back as like a super soldier or some shit, or like a.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
If they did something like that. Yeah, brought him into the MCU.
That would be insane.
That'd be funny. Get back at Feige or get back at Gunn.
Some sort of like Superman, but like Marvel edition. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, they obviously wouldn't be able to, legally, but if they did hire him, they could hire him for something and put him somewhere. But the thing is like, they'd have to be careful because like you can't have it be that close. You know what I mean? Like or like reference the character. It would be tough.
Well, it's just like, why would they even do that? I mean, like he's like, I don't know. Like I kind of like I enjoyed him in like Dawn.
Dawn of Justice.
Yeah, Dawn of Justice. I liked his like original like Superman movie. Justice League, Zack Snyder. I like Zack Snyder's cut. I mean, even though it's 4 hours, it was just worth watching because like they also bring up Martian Manhunter.
Yeah,
that was really nice. But I can't wait for this Flash movie. That's gonna be interesting because they're bringing back the old Batman.
Yep. They did indeed do that. So yeah, it'll be interesting. A lot of people are excited for it. I'm not too like obviously the whole thing with Ezra Miller. You heard about?
Yeah,
that.
no, he's a fucking whack job.
Yeah, it's funny as if you
got help.
Yeah, what's funny is if you call. Now this is the thing about him is they are non-binary. So in online discourse, if you say he, like people will start correcting you and say they. It's kind of annoying to be honest because it's just like he is like a fucking like cult leader, and they're like, no, they are a cult leader. I'm like, the point, we're focused on the wrong thing here. Cult leader.
To make it less important from like dangers to come in the future. It's just insane.
He's like kidnapped like a girl.
Yeah, man, like that's crazy, bro.
And
Like
people are like, they kidnapped a girl. I'm like, we're focusing on the wrong part of the sentence.
Yeah, man. Like what?
Like that's the whole. It's hard to not think that that's the whole point why he does that or they do
This
that.
generation's
Whatever.
crazy now, man.
However you want to call it. It's such a fucking minefield to try and like get it right. Because even the people that claim to, do it, say it right, and like say all the correct things, like they don't even fucking get it right. Guarantee you, they get shit wrong. But then they use their bullshit to hide behind. So
Bro, I'm not gonna lie.
can't call them out on it.
I don't know. Just the reason why I'm rooting for DC right now is because of the Batman movie that came out, Robert Pattinson.
The Batman.
Bro, I mean, nonstop. When that came out, I was talking to you about it. Like, it was just pure. Yeah. It was a diamond in the rocks, man. Like, it was fire. It reminded me of so much as like a kid, bro. The video games, cartoon.
It felt very Batman. That's what I liked about it. Was like everything about it felt Batman. Like the voiceover, like him like talking about like, yeah.
Dude, it was just crazy. I saw that movie 5 times.
Jesus Christ.
In IMAX. I'm not playing you.
God damn.
I'm not playing you. 5 times in IMAX. Every time. Like, it was just amazing. I think the one scene that was, I mean, of course, the fight scenes in the beginning, the club scene.
The sun's like literally never out in that fucking movie.
Yeah,
it's so fucking good.
Dude, they did some of those scenes and like they built cameras and like as like a globe, or like not like a globe.
Are you talking about like the volume?
No. For like certain like scenes, like as he's on like the motorcycle, like in the Batmobile, or like just fighting off people. Like they put him. Oh, a dome of just like cameras like around.
Oh, you're talking. Yeah, I think you're talking about like the volume, like the. It's what they do. It's like the set. It's like what they use for the Mandalorian.
Oh wow!
It's like basically they can computer generate like the scenery around them. And so they don't have to CGI that in later. Or if they do, like it helps with the lighting. So it's like you have the actual background that they're going to be CGIing in. And so the lighting like off the helmets and stuff, everything like matches. And so you don't have to worry about like any of that shit looking off in post-production. And so they did use that for the Batman. It's like these fucking massive screens that they can put on like this cityscape, they can literally have like a scene where they're like on a rooftop talking. You have like this clouds and the cityscape in the background. That's all on a screen.
Yeah.
And then they can like fucking rewind the day and like set it up however they want. And this is game changer for movies because it allows them to do like these shots. Like you can have like great lighting and the perfect background. And you don't have to wait. You don't have to like wait for the time of day for dusk for us to get this shot. You can just make it dusk and fucking do it. So yeah, again, it enables people to do all sorts of shit. But yeah. How long have we been going?
Dude, we've been going for like quite a bit. I'm trying to talk about
Been going for about 40 minutes.
I'm trying to talk about this one movie that came out and it surprised both my girlfriend and I, Babylon. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
It's got Margot Robbie in it.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
Tobey Maguire.
It's Brad Pitt too, right?
And Brad Pitt, yeah. How can you forget Brad Pitt? Yeah. Brad Pitt was in that movie, and this one gentleman in there. And, I mean, like, just the whole story. The guy on the trumpet, he was an interesting character. The way they did him, though, was pretty dirty. Making him put on, like, more... have you seen it?
I have not seen it.
No, dude. Oh my god. So it's like, it's showing you like the beginning of like the film industry in Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
1920s, how they like developed audio into camera so they can have that going on. The amount of people that they would have that are just like extras or just like homeless people trying to make like a $1 or $2.
Yeah.
They'd have them like in the fields. It's just really like nicely detailed when it comes to like the film industry in Hollywood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then it shows you like the good side of like Hollywood, and then like starts to show you like the fucked up side of Hollywood, like the corrupted, down the wrong path, like have been warned to not walk down this path, but you walk down anyway. Like it's just like really, it shows you like it's pretty crazy, man. Tobey Maguire plays a rich investor in the film industry, I believe, and like he's just highly like just fucked up on drugs like all the time, and like, oh my god, dude, he leads them down this like dungeon that leads down to like a. I don't even want to like spoil it for you, bro. My fault, but like it's just really messed up. But it's supposed to symbolize the like devilish effect that has impacted the film industry.
Yeah.
But it's a good storyline. Brad Pitt plays a famous actor who is just like like he's always like spotlight, like he's always on the headlines. And he's like coming to age though, and like he doesn't want to like realize it. He still wants to play like the young handsome role. And like like his agents like being forced to like put him through these roles and all this shit. Anyways, like he just plays a actor that just doesn't realize that he's like slowly becoming washed up.
Yeah.
And then there's this Hispanic gentleman. He plays as like a servant for like parties from actors who are like hosting it, or like film directors who like just want to have like a massive party, get fucked up, like big rich people and stuff.
Yeah.
He's like handling an elephant. It's like shitting everywhere. Anyways, Margaret Robbie's in there. She's just a woman that just wants to make a come up. Comes from a bad past. Sounds like she's from Brooklyn or Queens or whatever, It's pretty nice. It's a good flick. The emotion's there. Like, you feel for the characters. You almost feel for, like, the film itself because, like, it's explaining you, like, a story that, could be legit, Like, just how everything turns out in the movie. There's, like, racism in it. How like they would show black people on film, and there's one dude who's like lead instrument or whatever. He's like good on the, what do you call this instrument?
What, trumpet?
Yeah, trumpet. Like I said earlier, and like they wanted him to put on like black powder on his face to make it darker, so the light wouldn't like make it shiny. It's just like, that's fucked up, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's black and white film. It's already like not to be like, but what the heck? And like, he just like did his thing, I guess. But I want you to watch it, man. It's really good. Really good.
Yeah, I need to check it out. I heard that it's like it got one of those movies that came out around awards season, got kind of a mixed response from critics. Of course
it would.
Yeah. And two, sometimes it really depends on the subject matter, and like, what the movie's trying to do. Especially too if, it's just sometimes movies go a little too hard on something, and it just rubs critics the wrong way, So, but I'm not saying that it didn't inform my decision necessarily. I just, I didn't really check out too many of the award season flicks. Like I even Everything Everywhere All at Once, like that, like won all the awards at the Oscars. I haven't seen it. I put it on one day, but like I since I moved recently, like, dude, I've been so fucking wiped out. Like I put it on. I was like, all right, let's see what this is about. And I fucking like fell asleep.
Sadly, I haven't been watching the
damn.
Oscars. I don't think I've ever seen the Oscars. Maybe like once, like maybe like 2013 Oscars.
They used to be cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
Back in the day, like Billy Crystal used to host them, and like, you know who Billy Crystal is?
No.
All right, so Billy Crystal, he's a actor, been in a lot of shit. He's in a movie. One of a popular later movie that he did was with Robert De Niro called Analyze This.
Damn.
It's like he plays a psychiatrist for like a mobster. Robert De Niro's the mobster.
Oh, okay.
And so but he's a comedic actor, super Jewish. Billy Crystal, you know. You hear him talk, you're just like, have you seen The Princess Bride?
No.
All right, he's in that. That's a classic, by the way, like sort of parody of the sword and horse, kings and peasants epics. Sort of parodying that. It's a good flick. There's all sorts of references to Princess Bride in popular media. So it's like if you watch that movie, I'm sure you'll like pick up on a bunch of shit people are constantly fucking referencing. God, but like. Anyway, Billy Crystal used to host the fucking Oscars, and he did a great job with that shit. I would remember as a kid watching that and would laugh my ass off.
Isn't it like Kevin Hart now?
Well, no, like he got hired to do it, but then for like 10-year-old tweets, he got remember that?
Oh yeah, it was
got
about
fired.
and like it took highly offense on like the LGBTQ community or something.
He made some tweets that's like we're making basically gay jokes, like
Yeah.
like, I see some
Yeah.
kid drinking water a certain way, I start to like something like that. Like he's again, it's
Dude, he's
a joke.
comedian. Yeah,
It's a
bro.
fucking
So you hear
joke,
what Richard
man.
Pryor would say.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
To be fair, Richard Pryor probably would not be asked to host the Oscars, but
Oh
don't
my
get me
God,
wrong.
yeah.
Like that would be amazing.
that would be
like I would love that. But Billy Crystal, like he was Steve Martin would host him too. Like back in the day, they would get like good big name comedians that would
Yeah,
come out
man.
and had charisma, helped keep it together, keep the audience engaged. But don't get me wrong. It's all the Oscars have always been glad handing and self-masturbatory nonsense from the Hollywood. It's like they're all just congratulating themselves on doing a great job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not like fuck the Oscars at the end of the day. Whatever. I don't really care about them. But that's not to say that there is some you can't find good movies through that. Like honestly, going back and
Yeah.
looking at like the previous nominees for like Best Picture, you can find some good flicks.
What about 1917?
1917,
Yeah.
the movie.
Yeah.
It's-
That was a one-shot film.
yeah, it's set up to be like one shot. Obviously, it was multiple shots, but that was composited together. But yeah, like the whole thing is set up to be one shot. Yeah, it's a great movie. Sam Mendes, I think, made it.
Fucking amazing.
Guy who did American Beauty, he did that, and that's it's a great flick. I also like Dunkirk a lot as well. Did you see that?
Dude, I watched like 17 minutes of it. I wasn't really phased.
Well, it's
my fault.
you gotta let that one. It takes some time to kind of get going, but it's good.
I don't know. I was also just, it's
Christopher
ADHD was getting
Nolan.
to me at the day. Christopher Nolan. Yeah, no, I fuck. Either new. There's this new movie coming out.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be. Oh my god, they have like the dude from Peaky Blinders.
Yeah. Cillian Murphy,
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. is in it. It's gonna be good. I mean, I imagine it will be good and the reason I'm banking on it being good is because Dunkirk was good, and Chris Nolan seems to do a really good job with the historical stuff or stuff that's more grounded in reality. Once you start giving him a little too much leash to like have fun with this sci-fi stuff, like it starts to get a little too like convoluted for me.
Yeah,
Like
Tenet was kind of like that.
yeah, Tenet is a good example. Inception's also like don't get me wrong, I still have fun with the movies,
Yeah,
but like
nah.
they're convoluted. Like they just
Dude,
like,
I remember
the
my
concept
first time.
just keeps tumbling on itself. But like it's like whatever. Like it's still fun. Like
I remember my first time watching Tenet, and it was with the boys, and we saw it in IMAX. And like I was hyping this movie up, like they didn't even know about it, but I saw the trailer. I was just like, "Wow, this seems like really good." Like it's got like Denzel Washington's kid in it,
yeah,
and Robert Pattinson. Like, why not? Like this seems pretty nice. Like these are like top tier actors. I mean, it's coming out of Denzel Washington's ball sack. So I mean, like he's got to be presenting some. Watched it. I mean, like the suspense was crazy, and then like the whole like moving backwards, like. That was insane, bro. I mean, like, oh my god, like going through past and all the way to the future, had to deal with like Russians and shit.
yeah. There's a lot that goes into that, and it's not that it's bad. It's the concept is really. it's just really out there, you know.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to understand.
Yeah.
And, you know, for me, I like Christopher Nolan's movies when they're at kind of like when he's just keeps it simple, you know. And so like Dunkirk is just like that. It's just way more. It's recalling the historical event, and it does it through three perspectives, through three different time scales. So like you have the guys on the beach, their perspective that takes place over the course of a week. The guys on the boats that are coming to help evacuate the guys on the beach, that's taking place over the course of a day. And then Tom Hardy, who's flying the plane, I think the Spitfire, he's
Tom Hardy's in the movie?
yeah. He's wearing the mask the whole time because he's flying a plane.
Nice.
But that time scale takes place over the course of an hour. So you have these three different stories being told through three different time scales. It's jumping back and forth between them.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And so like it takes like once the movie gets going though, like it has to set everything up. So like Dunkirk, it was a huge evacuation from France, like getting all the soldiers out.
Yeah, that's where I was at.
The Germans had pushed everybody to the fucking coast. And so yeah, like Dunkirk is this big rescue mission. And so it's a huge thing, a historical thing. So to see it put to screen and see like, you know, and with Nolan's hand, you know, he's a great filmmaker. With his planning, you know, and his style, like, you know, I thought it was fucking great. It was wonderful to see a historical movie done that way. You know, there's a lot of movies that try to do history and you know, they have a hard time with it. What's that, American Sniper?
Yeah.
Yeah, and see, more modern stuff, it's a lot harder to do more modern stuff historically because people are still alive, people can still inform stuff. Don't get me wrong, there's people still alive, you know, that can inform Dunkirk stuff, but again, it was so long ago at this point. You know, a lot of things are set in stone, and so anyway, point being, like give Dunkirk another shot.
All right, word.
It really is good. Tom Hardy is great in it. And yeah, it's not as over the top as Nolan's other movies. You know, but doesn't have to be though. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But I really enjoyed it. I would recommend giving it another shot. But yeah. So the thing you got, your homework is The Thing.
Yeah, The Thing.
And watch Dunkirk again.
Dunkirk. Yeah, have you ever seen The Jackal? It's got Bruce Willis in it.
The Jackal.
Yeah, he plays he's like a terrorist pretty much. And like
I want to say yes.
He's like a detective. He's trying to bust him.
Long time ago. Not anytime recently.
Dude, that was like my dad's favorite movie, and then I watched it. I'm not gonna lie, dude, it's pretty good. It's pretty nice. Yeah, I saw that like a few times.
That might be one to go back and watch.
Yeah, no, for real.
The Jackal. The Jackal.
Shucks. I saw This Is the End. That's really good.
Oh yeah, it's super meta, self-referential, and yeah.
I'm honestly like hip to this series right now, Eastbound and Down. I think I've talked.
Oh yeah, bro, Kenny Powers.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking good.
Dude, Kenny Powers. Everybody loves Kenny Powers.
No, what's funny is that like every time we watch it, we always notice new things. Like Stevie has like a boner on the beach, looking at other women, and he's telling his fucking married wife to go the other way, work on more work or whatever the fuck, while he works on his work. He's pointing. He's got like a whole ass. He's wearing tight underwear. I was just like, I never noticed that, and like now I do, and oh my god, it's just funny. Dude arrives to a middle school bash off ecstasy.
Yeah.
And dances for his ex-girlfriend. That's insane.
You've seen that video where they put like Patrick Mahomes speaking up next to Kenny Powers.
I think so.
And he sounds so much like him. It's
For real?
Like, it's like we need
a Kenny Powers.
We got DJ Khaled up in there. The Chainsmokers came through. It just sounds exactly like fucking Kenny Powers. Like we had fucking DJ Khaled.
Oh fuck yeah! Nah, we needed Kenny Powers, bro, in the sports industry, bro. We needed Kenny Powers. Pat
Mahomes.
Pat Mahomes can do it.
Dude,
That would be.
what's so funny about Pat Mahomes, man? He's just like, yeah, he sounds like a fucking redneck, but like the dude just like does not.
It's a blessing.
Yeah, dude's like wild. He's like got him. It's like everything, mix of everything in there.
Trying to see. Did you see that Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia
I
fight?
did, yeah. Garcia going down off a fucking gut shot.
Yeah, man.
Jeez. Interesting. I thought maybe that the fight got thrown or something, man. Like, who goes down off a gut shot?
I mean,
Barely ever see that.
Gervonta Davis, bro. All I'm saying is, bro, like at the weigh-ins, he had Mike Tyson by his side, like on his side.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, he had Mayweather on his side.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he had Mayweather at his side at the fucking at the arena. So I mean, it's just like, you know, you've got like you see these people around him. It's just like, you know, how much did he take from these people? You know what I'm saying? Because Mike Tyson that dude's like a legit like warrior.
Oh yeah.
If you put him back in like Spartan times, if they were to even accept him, he'd be he'd be close to Achilles.
Davis reminds me a lot of Floyd. You know what I mean? Like Mayweather, it's just like in how his style is. Like he didn't throw nearly as many punches as Garcia did, but is like his percentage was a lot higher. You know, like he more calculating. He was backing up a lot of the time on defense, but like had more calculated punches.
I see Gervonta Davis as more of like just like a dog like coming at you. Like a very mean, vicious, like pretty big.
Oh no, I don't want to say like he's Floyd did what Floyd does like better than anybody.
Floyd's
like,
just technical, bro. Like
yeah,
that man
pure
will
technical.
yeah,
but no, I see there's some of that DNA. You see some of that DNA in Davis, though. You know what I mean? He's got some of that technical wait for the right shot in there. But no, he was definitely. I would say he's was taking a lot more chances than Mayweather would. But. Yeah, I mean, him getting under him like that, you know, and just fucking taking that shot. Like, I mean, that just like, that's wild. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a fight just end on a body shot like that.
Dude, a few people bet on that fight. Aiden Ross bet $100,000 on Ryan Garcia. Dude had to go to a casino and win it all back. But like, you know, he got his friends paid. You know, the people who like bet against him got his friends paid.
Yeah, yeah.
Did that first, then went into the casino, brought his friends with him, ended up winning everything back and then some. So
I mean, you got money. It's easy to make money, you know.
Dude's a kid, you know. But he's smart. So, but fucking $100,000. Oh my god, I would have bet it on fucking. I'm sorry, bro. Ryan Garcia against Gervonta Davis. Davis at anytime.
Yeah.
Anytime. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's, you know, looking at the odds, I mean, yeah, Davis was negative or minus 220. So they were pretty heavy. It seemed like pretty heavily in his favor, you know, not like a crazy long odds or anything, or short, but, you know, still, that's, you know, when I saw minus 220, I was like, yeah, he's, you know, that almost feels like pretty certain. A lot of people were the money was going towards him. People were pretty certain he was gonna win.
Bro, speaking of fighting, have you seen Conor?
I mean,
like,
yeah.
Just of recent.
These dude's like fucking jacked as fuck.
Dude, he's on like some crazy.
Oh yeah,
shit.
he's definitely on some crazy shit, dude. God damn.
The dude looks like a gifted genetic adult baby.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's insane.
It doesn't look right at all. You're just
no,
like, dude.
it doesn't, bro. It's just like, what the fuck have you been on for the past few months, man?
Just
but
out
dude,
of
he
nowhere.
looks good. He looks good. Like, I mean, like the physique. I mean, the way everything looks.
I mean, yeah.
Man,
Hey, what's this? He's way higher weight now.
Yeah.
Is he
like
coming back?
225, I think.
No way. He's a 225. So welterweight in UFC is about 170. So that's what I was thinking. I was like, dude, I think he's max like 190. You know? Like any professional fighter is going to fuck me up. Like, I'm not going to lie.
Oh,
like,
yeah. Yeah,
like,
no, dude, they're on a higher degree.
Fucking Mighty Mouse is going to kick my ass.
Oh,
like,
yeah, bro.
I am afraid of any pro fighter on any level, dude.
We had
Matty
Mouse come to the Gold's Gym, and he had I think my boy Trevor, he's got a video of him like hitting one of our bags in the gym.
Oh shit, yeah.
And like, dude, his combos are pretty nice. I mean, like, he's got a lot of power for a small guy like that.
Dude,
Yeah, I think he was hosting like like an event, and like we were sponsoring it. We were like doing like pamphlets and like flyers and shit.
Mhm.
It's pretty nice.
Dude, yeah. But like those guys, like, yeah, they are so they that's their fucking job is to fucking
man.
bounce heads. It's like, I'm not fucking
Like they're
around
in
with
the
them.
gym. Like, dude, there's
Why?
a few dudes. There's a few dudes who are becoming fighters in the gym.
Yeah,
I'm seeing them every night, just like going upstairs. They have a routine, bro. Like a few of them are going upstairs. They're up the stairs for like 15, 20 minutes. Come down, do their work in the CrossFit area. It's pretty insane, bro. Like,
yeah.
those are the dudes who dead ass like drink the eggs instead
Yeah.
of like
The conditioning,
cooking them.
that you need to go through,
Like,
get used to.
Yeah.
With the cuts, you got to cut for weight.
they're
and all
looking
that.
good though, man. Like this one cat who like used to just look mad awkward as fuck. He looks good, bro, and he's starting to like get a little technical with it. So he has a little style with whatever he's going with. I think he's doing boxing or kickboxing. But
Nice.
yeah, because he had his pads on.
Yeah, I mean, I try with the, just the speed bag, like, play around with it.
Oh,
but, like,
yeah.
I'm not, like, at all, like, I've never trained, like, seriously for any of that shit. So it's like, I'm not, that's why I don't like, people get fucking mad aggressive about stuff and, like, bullshit and, like, start picking fights with strangers in public. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, you do not know who the fuck you are messing with.
Especially these days, like the
no.
availability of like Brazilian jiu-jitsu classes is enough to deter you from fucking with strangers. Like, just don't even do it. Like, and here's the thing, it's like if you do know shit, if you know how to fight, like professionally or even amateur, it's like if you're gonna pick fights with strangers, like that's a fucking dickhead move.
Yeah.
If you have skills, you're probably gonna go up against somebody who doesn't have the same skill level as you. So, you might really fucking hurt somebody.
Yeah.
Then on the other side of it is like if you're picking fights with strangers and you don't have the skills, well then they might fucking hurt you.
Exactly,
So it's like on either side of it, just don't fucking do it. It's fucking dumb. But anyway. We've been going for a little over an hour now, so I mean I don't know if you want to keep going, but we can wrap it here if you want.
Sure, yeah. Yeah.
You can always come back. Always do
dude,
more.
yeah.
Always do another one. Yeah, just kind of testing it out, see how it went, But in the new space, the new studio, giving it a shot. Maybe we'll start like a new podcast or something, or we'll keep going with this shit. Who knows? But yeah. We'll keep at it. Keep fucking around. If you liked what you heard, you can go follow me on Twitter at HistoricHole and Instagram, same place. You can email me at historical@gmail.com with any questions, comments, verbal abuse, written or otherwise. Give me 5 stars on iTunes. Even if you didn't like it, just do it because I'm telling you to. And you should just do what you're told and don't question anybody.
Heard that.
Yeah.
If you want to email me, hottie1@gmail.com.
You heard. You got
Heard
it.
it.
Write it down.
Got any problems? Got any gigs? I'm a man of. I'm a. They say that I'm a jack of all trades. Who knows? Hustler at heart.
Always another job. All right. We'll wrap it there. See you.